Welcome to IN60. I'm Peter White and my guest today is Ray David. Ray is the co-portfolio manager at Schroders Aussie Equities long-short strategy. Ray, welcome. I'm going to ask you a few rapid-fire questions. We're looking for short, sharp answers. Your time starts now. The most memorable quote somebody's told you.
The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is to start now.
The biggest single red flag when assessing a business.
The single biggest red flag we see is when companies make large acquisitions to say it's for diversification, often ends up being diversification.
What's the one lesson you've taken away from the last 18 months?
If you think the markets were crazy, things can always get more crazy. We've learned that bubbles can go on for longer than expected. Just have a look at what's happening with Tesla in the US.
The greatest opportunity sector in the next 5 years, in your view, would be?
We believe resource companies with metals exposed to the decarbonisation theme are an attractive opportunity. That includes low-cost producers of lithium, nickel, cobalt and copper, and to a lesser extent, aluminium.
What's the most underrated indicator of business success in your view?
Most underrated tenet of a good business is ones that can simply put their prices up without even thinking about it. Think of companies such as realestate.com.au and Seek, always putting up their prices year in, year out.
If you could hold only one asset for the next 10 years, what would that be?
With the prospects of interest rates potentially increasing, we think equities with a value tilt will serve investors well. Also some gold on the side as well. We think investors should steer clear of cryptocurrency. It's an untested asset in a rising interest rate environment.
What book are you currently reading?
I'm currently reading an autobiography on Flight Centre. It's called Family Village Tribe. It's a great book on leadership and how to incentivize your staff to give the best of all they can.
Which sector is most prone for disappointment in 2022?
We believe the contractor sector will be most prone for disappointment. Why? It's because they have razor-thin margins, they're struggling with labour shortages, and it's difficult for them to pass that cost on to the customers.
What about the most awkward business meeting you've been into?
This is a good one. So it was actually an on-the-street encounter with a well-known CEO. He looked like he had seen a ghost. He completely snubbed me, and within 6 months, the company was in financial distress.
Financial Armageddon, would you hold gold, crypto or cash?
In financial Armageddon, cash is king, but gold tends to perform really well. It has a history of doing really well in financial contagion. In effect, it's like insurance on financial markets, and cryptocurrency, in my personal view, is like sitting at the table of roulette. It's completely speculative.
Pineapple on pizza?
It depends if it comes with some margaritas. If you give me some margaritas, you can put anything you want on my pizza.
Ray David, thanks for talking to us today.
Thank you, Peter.